Hey, what's up? Joseph here. I got I got a request from one of the subscribers. Right, I do this. So if you have questions, if you have things that you want to ask, or you want to ask me for tips, as long as it's not too high level of a coaching, I will do this for free. One of the guys asked me. He said, Joseph, how do you recruit on a higher level? Right, like how do you bring in the people who who are sharks out there? How do you bring in the heavy hitters? Right, that's what we call them in network marketing. We call them heavy hitters. Or how do you bring in higher caliber people? So what I want to do is I want to do a whiteboard. Usually when I do the whiteboard, people know it's about to be some money being made. So what we want to do real quick is I want to break this down to you. Right now, I'm not even sure you guys can see this thing because, it's a little bit crazy with the lighting. All right, so you should be able to see that, right? Let me angle this bad boy up a little bit. All right, that should be way better. Hold on. All right, I don't like that. I just really don't like it. All right, that should be a little bit better. All right, so anyway, so when you're doing this, right, and I think if I go this way, it's a little better. All right, cool. So when it comes to you, recruiting on a higher level, right? And I mean, like, let's say you're bringing in the big dogs, right? The big dogs. You're bringing in the sharks, right? The heavy hitters, right? The heavy hitters. Now, when it comes to this, right? For you to bring in these people, right? And everybody wants to bring in these people. You know why? Because these are the guys that can do numbers. Period. Right? You want the people, right? That you want to recruit 5 people who bring in the 500, right? So, and everybody wants this, right? I can't think of a single person who doesn't want to be in this situation where they have a few people who bring in the main, right? What we call is the 1% mindset. So, how do you recruit on a higher level, right? This is something that I learned, on my way to being a top earner in my company, and it was something that I learned the hard way. But once I got it, I never lost it, right? You have to become the heavy hitter. Right? You have to become that person. You got to become the heavy hitter, the shark, the big dog. In order to get this person, you have to attract this person. And if you're not attracting this person, you see what I'm saying? Then they won't join you. So you need to become that person. So what do you need to do? You need to believe bigger, right? These are some things you want to do, right? Set bigger goals. Set bigger goals, right? Now, why do you want to do this? You want to set bigger goals because the heavy hitters, the sharks, the big dogs, they already have big goals. And right now, you're probably thinking so small that they're not even attracted to your goals, right? So if they're not attracted to your goals, then they won't even want to join you. But if you set bigger goals that they can fit their goals in, now they start becoming more attractive, right? Another thing you need to do, right? You not only do you need to become the heavy hitter, you need to produce. And I know a lot of you are saying, okay, well, Joseph, I want the heavy hitter. I don't want to do all that work. Well, the thing is you may think that, but to get to that point where we can bring in 5 people who do that, you need to produce. You need to go out there and hit ranks, right? You need to go out there and hit ranks. You need to go out there and create a story, right? Remember, anybody in network marketing knows that stories sell, facts. Well, facts tell, stories sell. Stories are what bring everybody into your organization. They bring people closer, and they unite us You know, for instance, everybody knows Holton Bug story. Everybody knows Eric Roy's story. We all know these heavy hitters who have changed everything about the industry, right? So go out there and create a story, right? So remember, to get the heavy hitter, right, to produce on a higher level, you need to become the heavy hitter. You need to set bigger goals, right? If you set bigger goals, and I'm talking about 10x goals, right? Like Grant Cardone. You set 10x goals that are so big that you can't sleep at night, right? And you go out there and you produce, right? You need to just make that the focus. So 1 second, real quick. So in my opinion, that's how you create, recruit on a higher level. You have to set bigger goals. Right now, your goals are like, oh, I want to make an extra $1,000 a month. Well, why don't you change that to $10,000 a month, right? Change those goals up a bit, and then 10x them, right? So if you want 1,000, change it to 10,000, right? If you want to produce on a higher level, right? If you want to recruit on a higher level, step up your production. Start doing more work. Start becoming the leader, right? And that's exactly what I did to become one of the top earners in my company in less than 2 months, right? I just joined the company and I became one of the top earners in no time. So, and remember, set bigger goals, become the heavy hitter. Mentally have the capacity of, I'm going to dominate and there's nobody that can stop me, right? You do it like that. Hold on 1 second. I wonder if this helps. And it doesn't. Okay, it does. So have the capacity, the mental capacity that you're going to dominate, right? Regardless of what anybody does, regardless of what anybody says, you're going to take over. And then when you have that type of mentality, it's game time. So with that being said, right, I hope you guys got value. Make sure that you guys subscribe right there. Should be a little button right there. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and it still doesn't look like I want it to look. Oh, look. I haven't been doing these videos too consistently, but I'll get it right. But anyway, make sure that you guys subscribe right here, right, so that I can give you some more value. I'm definitely going to keep these videos coming on the regular. So, once again, let's make sure we go over this real quick. To recruit on a higher level, right, because you want the big dogs, you want the sharks, you want the heavy hitters, right? You got to become the heavy hitter. You got to set bigger goals. You have to produce, and you have to become the leader, right? It's a process. But if you didn't see my video, the one previous to this, go check it out. It's talking about how to make network marketing work for you, and it's the habits, right? I talk about habits, and you creating those habits that effortlessly allow you to step up in a major way. So if you can listen to that one, put this together with this, you have no problem. So that being said, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.